I drinking tea. Uh, I wanted to share my past experiences with how we would call them healing um, encounters or healing experiences. Uh, Many times when I had my private, we would say clients, private meetings with people who want to get some information. Uh, I felt like, for example, there was a woman came here, and she was depressed. Parrot in another room is trying to sing, and she was really depressed. She's like, there is no reason for life, and so on and so on. And my hands were, they turned on, and they were like, maybe later. And my hands turned on, and they were like, the hands were like, okay, let's tell her to lay down on the bed, and my hands will just go over her. I didn't know why should I do this. I didn't know what will I be doing then, but I decided no, I will not bother her. And this such thing happened 2 times, and I was like, well, okay. And then another time was that one close friend of mine, she had something similar to what you would call a heart attack, and she called an ambulance. And she's not old; she's quite young. And then I felt I really need to go and visit her to do the thing with her hands, with my hands, do the things like you will call Reiki. And then we met, and I said to her, okay, now I want to. We are close friends. We can talk easily what I want. Somebody's trying to call me, but I don't know who is it. And because I want to finish this video, and really aggressively calling me. And the thing is that I was like, okay, now just lay down. I will work with you with my hands. And she was like, why? I want to try. I just want to try. And then when she slept down, at first she was sleeping on her back, and I was like, okay, now let's just do something. And she's telling, I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. Well, they caught my attention that, okay, there's nothing going on. There's nothing happening. Then I was like, okay, just keep silence. Just keep quiet and calm down. You don't supposed to feel anything. I'm not like hitting you with energies or anything. I'm just doing a scan. And her body on the surface was quite okay. Everything was okay. I didn't felt anything. But then I was like, man, what's wrong with you? I asked. Well, I was like almost in a channeling state, and I asked, what's wrong with you? And then instantly I saw that the back of her is starting glowing gray, like white fog, gray fog, like where the sky is like you don't see clouds. The sky is like white fog, like. And her back was shining white fog light. I was like, okay. I told her, no, turn over. She said, why? I said, just turn over. And she's a lady who gets quite aggressive in terms when I'm doing some kind of channeling. But ordinary, she's okay. Now when she turned over, her back was on the top. I just put a hand on her back where the a little bit lower by the shoulders, and I instantly felt that she is feeling not loved, unloved, lack of love. Nobody loves her. She's feeling that really strongly. And when I put that hand there, I was just holding the hand like this high from the back, and I was just instantly seeing this emotion, feeling this emotion. And then what happened is all my hands started itching, and my top of the head started itching, and I clearly see the visions of it, and I just started to cry. And I was like, and tears were just falling out. Then I was getting a little bit lower, a little bit lower, I would say, at the lower end of the back. There was the same emotion, but something with her mother. And I was like going up and down, and still the emotions were left on the sides of the back. And then what happened was I cried so much, but she says she doesn't feel anything, but I feel a lot. I feel a lot. Then I went down to her feet, on the left leg, but not the feet, a little bit higher up the feet. The left leg it was, and on the left head was hate, that she hates that she needs to fix her car. And I started to laugh. I instantly started to laugh, and I was like, okay. Then I went up to her shoulders, and in the shoulders were like, she feels sadness that she left her flowers home not watered, that she forgot to water her flowers. And I feel, man, this is so funny. How can humans hold such emotions in themselves that can really affect the human body so strongly, like give a heart attack, like, and everything. And this energy just stays in the elbows, stays in the back, stays and affects your whole emotional body, all your physical body, everything it affects. And this woman, we were talking with her like a few days after, week after. She says she doesn't have any heart attacks anymore. I was like, okay. It was like not like a heart attack, like a physical. It was like heart just starts pumping really fastly. She doesn't know what to do. She feels so tired, so without energy, cannot move anything, and feels like about to vomit. I don't know how to explain such. And doctors just said it just over stress. No, it's like over duty. Heart was over duty. That's what they said. But still, something causes this over duty. And when I was after this session, I was like, man, I realized so many new things. It's like, wow. And then afterwards, I remember that just 2 weeks ago, I told to my entities that I want them to teach me, teach me something, and they started teaching me this in this direction. And then I remembered also there was a story that at my first channeling that happened was that, for example, human gets sick. Everything in this world manifests by 3 elements, which is the God's light, which everything consists of, sound and energy. These 3 things manifest everything. And for example, your body has the physical body, your body has the God's light, your body has your own energy and your own sound and light. So to change something in your body, for example, you get a disease like an infection, it's caused by another foreign element like a bacteria or something. And in your light, your energy field and your sound field, this bacteria evolves. Now to change this process of the bacteria evolvement, you need to change either God's light, your own energy, your own light, either your energy or the surrounding energy, either light. Sorry, the last was sound. So, and this was really caught my attention when one of the doctor, which I knew, who works in reanimation ward, he said that in Germany they have found that if you do certain sound waves, like sound elements, like Tibetan bowl or something, there in the throat there is some kind of bacteria that can completely vanish out if you use the certain sound waves, like something, it vanishes out. And this is what also the medicine is doing. They create another foreign element, another foreign bacteria, another foreign something that just change your physical body. And in this place, when your physical body is different, the objects do not manifest. There is one element changes, and so the process of evolvement changes to another process. Now this was really interesting. And so what I was saying this is that, for example, if you take some kind of emotional energy in you, it stores somewhere in your body, and this body part is affected by the energy, the emotional energy, and it affects the whole physical crystallization process. Like there's like different things manifesting in there because their energy is out of balance. So you get pain, you get infections, you get some kind of more or less a disease there if you do not balance your energies. So to change your state of illness, you change either sound, either your state of, you would say, either your energy, or either your state of being. And this is what basically all the entities who channel are telling people. The state of being matters. Then the second client of mine, this was another woman. I would not say her name. I would not say the names of the persons because I don't think that's important. But this woman was a really close family member of mine, and I see that she's having depression, fear, stress, and all the things. And she, for example, for more than several years, is just sleeping home and not doing anything. And because she's like weak and she doesn't know what to do if she goes to work, and after a few months she wants to quit the work because she doesn't feel satisfied with it, and so on and so on. I was like, okay, I just want to practice on you. Is that okay? She said, like what? I was just like, put your hands on your body somewhere and hover them over your body, and that's it. Just like doing a scan. She said, okay. And the next day she asked me, when we will do this? I said, okay, let's do it now. And I said, just sleep down. And I will keep the story in short because the videos of mine are quite long. And I was like, I put a hand over her, but she's really stressed. And I just touched her belly with this finger, and she was like, oh, what was that? And I was like, I just touched your belly. And she was just, calm down. She was like, okay. And she's holding her eyes open. I was like, why do you hold your eyes open? Because I'm afraid. Afraid of what? I don't know. I just feel more comfortable like this. I was like, okay, whatever. And then after some moments, I was like driving over her. Now the body works perfect, but the woman's area, how we call it in Latvia, has some kind of blockage. But I did not talk about this woman with her about this because I think it's like a personal relationships with men to her are like problematic or something. I just said that under your belly the energies are stuck. You need to like move the energies up and down, but that's not the case. When I was like holding her hand over her solar chakra, I asked myself, now what is wrong with you? And instantly energy went to her throat and said, the throat has some problems. And I went my hand to the throat, like here. I put the hand like this. I was like, oh God, you had many fights when you were, I just saw the picture when her mother was hitting her and everything. She said, yeah, when we were young, we foughted all the time. And the mother was hitting her all the time. I was like, okay, now I'll just hold a hand right here. And what I felt is, again, my hands were itching and my top of the hand was itching. I felt like the energy from her is going up and away. And then and this, and then she said she always has neck problems. At the back of the neck, always the neck problems, like everything is stressed there and everything pains there. And head pulses. I said, well, maybe this is the cause, I don't know, but you have to check out later. Then I went down to the second chakra, which is the knob, where the knob is. I put the hand there. I was like, oh God, here you have that you are not allowed to do anything. Somebody told you you are not allowed to do anything. And this is getting complicated because the second chakra is meant for doing something, to achieve something, to go for something, like your inner dreams, like inner visions, like your inner movement. And it's all was shut down because she said she has this emotional energy in there that thinks that she cannot do anything. Like somebody told her, you cannot do that, you cannot do that. No, you're not supposed to do that. And that second chakra is completely blocked. and I was like, okay, let's move this a little bit. I moved this. I didn't take it out anything. I didn't felt like something like that. But then I went down to the left of her knee, left leg's knee, and then I held the hand like this. I was like, okay, a little bit above, like 10 centimeters above, and my hand just touched her leg. Other hand touched also her leg like this, and then I felt energy coming from the and in the leg was also an energy form that I will not achieve anything, I will not succeed, failure will be with me and everything. And also another energy form is laying down there, and I was like, okay, hold like this. And then what I felt was that like a dark energy from below of her second chakra, the first chakra, and her other leg and this leg, there's a dark energy like this. And the dark energy went in my hand and out of my hand. And then I felt like, man, I need a candle, because I want to take the hand off and send energy to the candle. But I didn't have a candle, and my left hand started a little bit pain. But it's okay, I will clear it out. I was like, oh God. And then after a few moments, it was like the energy was going backwards. From the top of my head to her, and that energy felt really calm, really good energy, really positive energy. And then I just, when the energy went in her body, I felt the need to move it up and down, up and down. Then I was like doing this and this. Actually, I wasn't doing anything; the hand was doing itself. And then the thing is that after this session, she was like, okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it. And she's like stood up and went away. And when she went away, I was like, stop. I see that the back of your back is energies are not balanced. And I just took hands like this, up and down, elbows and down, up and down. And energy was like, for example, like you see waves in a river, the energy was like this. And then when you like move it, you see it clear, the energy is clear. No waves, water is clear. But the thing is that the next day she called me and she said, oh man, all last night I felt really pleasurable warmth inside of me. And she said that she slept really good. She really good slept. And now she feels like activity. She wants to do something. And I was like, whoa. That's interesting because you are my second client in this field. But it was like, man, it's getting really interesting. I started getting really interesting experiences, and I would love to share them. I would love to teach them. I would love to... Well, the thing is my opinion is that I don't represent myself as some kind of a master or something like this. Because many other... I'm not say people, humans would love to put them that he's something more, that he has something more than others. I accept myself as completely ordinary human like everybody else, and there's just the things that I come across. Well, for example, things like this that for me seem really interesting, and exciting. And I love to share this to you so that you may realize that you have lots of other interesting things going on in your life. You have lots of maybe the same things going on in your life. And this, what I'm sharing, is just like my like learning, like realization, like study of these processes. And this is what I have to share, because I know that sometimes earlier in my life I had really lots of problems that nobody noticed what is going on with me. And I realized that information then, if I would heard how others came across these situations. If I heard their experiences, it will be really peaceful for me and really necessary for me. So this is one of the ways also that I want to share my experiences, because I'm doing meditation, channeling stuffs, and so on, and things that I come across and have learned. I would love to share with you that, so you may learn from it also. So, good day. I will try to make some meditation videos also for you, and enjoy your time.